It was a 7-book long military fiction series, and I can't say I was particularly impressed with it, but I don't want to mention the name because, well, I've been rather reluctant to say anything about it because it's very popular, and there are even some fan videos here on YouTube. I don't want to be flooded with hate mail, so I think I'm going to be holding back on that for a while. So instead, it's a game review, a weird one of course. This one is a Japanese arcade game called Wonder Momo. Now apparently, this game wasn't released outside Japan. However, I can tell you now that that isn't strictly true. I've played it here in the UK. I think I found the arcade machine in, I think it was Price Busters in Blackpool, which I think is closed down now, but whatever. I think this was back in 1989 stroke 1990, something like that. I can't remember that much about it. I didn't even know the game was called until recently because the writing was only Japanese, and I think the game was glitchy as hell, although I'm not entirely sure because, well, it was just bloody unplayable. In fact, the only reason I played it in the first place was because somebody had left a credit in the machine. So, now, I looked up what the game was about on Google and suddenly everything was clear. I'm sure you've heard this phrase before. I'm not a something or other, but I play one on TV. Well, this game's sort of like that, in that you play the titular Momo. Did I say tit? I'm sorry. Who isn't a superhero, but is rather an actress in what appears to be a school play. Well, at least this is what I guess the game was about, because you're actually playing it in front of a live audience. The gameplay is relatively simple. You play the girl in the middle of the screen and you just have to defeat all the enemies on stage. Usually, for the first part of the level, you get assaulted by a variety of bizarre enemies. The most common one is this grey flunky here, which looks a bit like one of those putty men off Power Rangers, only with a red face. And there's also this one too, which is fairly common. I don't know what this is supposed to be. It looks like a letterbox, only it shoots ninja stars at you. Yes, I think that's pretty cool, that is. A flying ninja letterbox. Good imagination, some of these Japanese game designers. And then, after you've defeated a large number of these flunkies, the boss comes on the screen. And oh boy, if you thought those flunkies were weird, just wait until you see the bosses. I think perhaps the weirdest one of the lot has to be this one. As you can see, it looks like a ninja turtle armed with a rocket-propelled grenade launcher. I mean, honestly, what? Anyway, up at the top of the screen, you've got two gauges. One is your health bar, which obviously goes down when you get hit, and you've got a wonder meter underneath it, which goes up every time you defeat an enemy. The reason for the wonder meter will become clear when we play the game. So, let's stick a virtual credit in the machine, and I'll show you what it's like. Okay, credit. There we go. Press start. Right, first of all you get a parody of the MGM Lion intro. Yes, and then the curtain goes up. You can see the audience at the front and whatever the hell's going on there. And here I go. You're just gonna kick the enemy's ass. Yeah, like that. Whilst avoiding not to get your ass kicked like that. Yeah, once you've defeated a few enemies, this magical tornado comes down and turns you into Wonder Momo. And while you're Wonder Momo, yeah, there it is. While you're Wonder Momo, your Wonder gauge goes down. You have to keep kicking people's butts. Otherwise, if you don't, you'll turn back into Momo and you'll basically get your backside kicked. There you can see the boss, the insect man. He's pretty easy to kill, although he is beating me up pretty badly at the moment. There we go. Ah, you see that little chap going down the front with a camera? He will come along and he'll try and take a picture of Wonder Momo's knickers while she's doing her little thing on stage. which will stun her temporarily. I really don't know why that is, because everything Momo does, whether she kicks, jumps, or gets hit, she ends up showing her knickers off. In fact, you can see them. There are lots of panty shots in this game. And I don't know why all of a sudden she's going to get all shy because somebody just takes a picture of her. Oh, right. Oh, here's the tornado again. That means the boss should be here now. Yes, that little flying gun thing. That's the other enemy. That's quite a common enemy. I didn't mention that one. Yes, and I've got to beat this squarish yellow robot. And yeah, like I say, while you're Wonder Momo, you've got this weapon which is a hoop, and you can throw it at the enemies, and it does a lot more damage than just kicking. He's buggered off stage. Exit stage right, or is it stage left? Ah, that little capsule I got. You see that? That if you collect that, you can pull off a special move, and as you can see, that you spin round and shoot off fireballs with it when you collect that one. And basically, I've just finished level 2, and I'm amazed I've got this far because this game is so bloody awkward to play that, well, it's very frustrating. Yeah, see what I mean? You get cheap shots like that, and here's the ninja letterbox. And yes, where are all the enemies? Where are all the enemies got? Bloody hell, that was cheap. Oh, something I can kill. Yeah. Oh, see what I mean? You see her panties when she fell over. Oh, I finally killed that one. Oh, here's the. That means that the boss should be here. And what boss is it this time? Oh, it's the alien kung fu breakdancer. Oh, good God. Ridiculous. Oh, he's buggered off stage as well. Exit stage left. Whoa. Tell you she could pull off some moves. Oh dear. When you die, she cries her eyes out and the curtain goes down. Serves her right for doing her own bloody stunts, doesn't it? No, game over. Well, pop my name in and finish it off. Actually, you know something? I hated school plays. I used to obviously have to participate in them when I was at school, and the leading roles always seemed to go to the same few people who were usually the teacher's pets. That used to annoy me a lot. I mean, as for me, I always got the crappy roles. I can't remember what the plays were, but at one time I had to play a punk rocker, and another time I had to play a rat. Yes, a rat in a costume. How awful is that? Right. Maybe that's the reason I don't like the game. I don't know. So, what about a rating then? Let's have a think. I couldn't give it more than half marks, really. Like I said, very, very difficult to control, very frustrating. It's not the most playable game ever. You can get used to it, but yes, like I say, hard, but for all the wrong reasons. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 at most, I think. So, there we go. That was Wonder Momo. Bloody hell.